Okay guys, that was a new intro that I was trying. Oh, hold up. Wait here. This is the person that did it. This is the person's YouTube channel. All of his information stuff or her, don't know. So yeah, here's all their stuff. If you all really want to look at all that, y'all can go here. Y'all see the title thing. So with that out the way, guys, this is Scarecrow What Ifs. None of these pictures belong to me, YouTube, so I swear to God, y'all better not do anything with copyright to me. So with that out the way, here we go. So this is What If Deku was John Wick with a twist. Now, where we begin is Miss Inko, your son will never be able to be a hero. He has no powers. Little did he know, Deku had Ultra Instinct. Yes, actually no, Deku's gonna have this one power called One Shot. It's basically if Izuku Izuku can shoot down at the floor and he can be looking directly at someone, that bullet will go directly to them and hit them in their head or wherever Deku wants the bullet to hit. So yeah, that would be Deku's power that the doctor wasn't able to find. So yep, Deku gets bullied 10 times harder, and Inko she develops a bad case of cancer. It goes to her head and, well, sadly she dies. Yup. Inko is no longer best mom now. Bakugo, he bullies Deku 30 times harder because his mom died. Deku, he gets fed up with it. He runs away from his foster home. He finds this hotel. He goes in and they're like, "Hello, how may we help you?" The hotel still exists. The weird money thing with the coins exists and stuff. So yeah, they would see a kid. They're like, do you have one of these on you?" Deku would say, "No, I ran away from my foster home." And they say, "Why would you do that?" And Deku would proceed to say, "Well, you see, my mom died and I was being bullied all my life for not having a quirk." And they would say, "Oh." So what they would do is train him. Deku was 5 years old whenever this has happened. So that was one short flashback. Now Deku, he's on the job right now. He's on a building. He's looking down, and what he's doing is he's killing a Baba Yaga. If y'all don't know what a Baba Yaga is, well, in the story of John Wick, Baba Yaga is a boogeyman. Well, for John Wick, he's the person you send to kill the boogeyman. So Deku, he's killing the highest member of the Baba Yaga. Why? Because Deku, he wants to be a Baba Yaga. So necessarily what the Baba Yagas are now, they're a group of people that are known for their handiwork. What that means is they get hired by, like, say, the president or a leader to a rebellion or something like that, they get hired by a top-ranking official in the globe to be either assassinate another one, take down a general or something like that. They just get hired to do some messy work, basically. And they're the best of the best at it. None of these belong to me, I'm just looking to see what I got. Okay, I'm gonna stick with this one. Deku, he kills the Baba Yaga. And Deku goes down and takes a picture. And his initials were on the kill. It was JW. That's what Izuku's code name is. But Izuku put his last name as Wick. Why? Because Wick sounds cool. So it would be Izuku Wick. Or Izuku Midoriya. Or just John Wick. Who cares? But yeah. Deku, he does that. And he sends it to the second highest rank of the Baba Yagas. And he sees John Wick killed the highest boogeyman. And everybody has this phone that's connected to the Baba Yagas. They have one business phone, and then they have their regular phones, and then they have the Baba Yaga phone, which they don't use a lot. The Baba Yaga text is everyone says, "Hello, assassins, mercenaries, whatever y'all want to be called." Here we have a new top-ranking Baba Yaga. The new top rank of the Baba Yaga title goes to one John Wick. And he sends them the pictures of the original Baba Yaga dead. And everybody knows what the Baba Yagas look like. Why? Because if somebody's hired to kill one of them, you have to look at the picture, and then if it's a Baba Yaga, you say no, you're gonna have to find somebody else. So yeah, and they see him dead, and they see John Wick's initials on it. And now John Wick's status is boosted initially, and Izuku has tens of thousands of dollars. The Japan government owes Izuku some favors. So does the Chinese. So yeah, Deku, he makes a nightclub. Oh no, what does he make? It's not really a nightclub. Hold on while I think of something. Okay, I found something. Deku, he makes a restaurant. This restaurant has a bar, it has pool tables, it has air hockey tables, it has ping pong tables. Think of it as like a little hangout spot where you and your friends would go if y'all had nothing to do, basically. So Deku makes one of these, and a whole bunch of people come in. Izuku's getting paid. Izuku's employees. Izuku pays them $1,000 each paycheck, and usually they would only get paid like $100, and they see he's just paying them $1,000, and they go up on one day and they're like, "Hey, are you Miss Connie?" And Izuku says, "Miss Connie what?" They say, they're paying us like $10,000, not $1,000, $1,000 each. He says, "No, y'all earn $1,000 each Friday." So I thought, instead of giving y'all's regular $200 pay, and I'll give you all 1000 because because I'm rich and I don't I like giving people money. Izuku's like Bruce Wayne. Izuku will go to charity events and stuff like that, and he'll help out the orphanages as best he can and stuff like that. So yeah, one day while Izuku's at home, he gets a phone call. Hello, who is this? And one person says, "Hello, Izuku." And Izuku says, you know my first name. How and why and who is this? Oh, formalities, I forgot. My name is Nezu. Nezu. UA is Principal, if I'm not mistaken. Yes, I am. And, Izuku says, what do I owe the pleasure of you? Won't you get in trouble for contacting said me? And Izuku's also a master. Like, Izuku's too good at hand-to-hand. Like, imagine, Batman and Black Panther combined with their, fighting skills with hand-to-hand. Yeah, that's basically Izuku. Izuku says, what do I owe this? Izuku says, now, what do you want? And Nezu says, well, I want to hire you. Izuku says, oh, who am I killing? Nezu says, you're not killing anyone, at least not yet. Izuku says, oh. Nezu says, well, there's this group of villains called the League of Villains. Izuku says, oh, them? I did a couple jobs with them. And Nezu says, what? Izuku says, yeah. You know I'm guessing you heard rumors about the Baba Yaga? And Nezu says, yes. I'm the new top ranking Baba Yaga because I killed that for them. I always wanted to kill Baba Yaga. Now I'm one. It's pretty boring whenever people are scared of you, but still, I digress. And Nezu says, okay, now I would like you to be a person that watches over 1A and 1B. Zuko says, okay, I'm gonna need profiles on all of them. I'm gonna need you to move Bakugo Katsuki to 1C. And Nezu says, what? Why Bakugo Katsuki, and how do you know him? Zuko says, well, you see, I am technically old enough to go to this high school. I just choose not to, you see. And Deku has did the nasty with some pro heroes. Miss Joke, Midnight, Mount Lady, Miracle. Yeah, I'm not gonna go into how many people Deku's had some fun with. If I catch my drift. But yeah, I'm not gonna go into how many. I'm not gonna go into that, but still. And Deku says, well, he's bullied me all my life. I got the burn marks and scars to prove it. As he says, the best we can do is move him down to 1B. Izuku says, okay. Move up. I'm gonna say Nezu sent Deku files through his phone. Izuku says, he just sent me the files. Nezu says, oh yes. And Izuku looks at it, he says, move up Kendo. You can get rid of Mineta since he's a pervert. I've had requests from other people to kill him. Like I'm not gonna tell you. I might as well tell you. As you. I've had requests to kill him by Momo and some other females. So yeah. And Nezu's like, what? Izuku says, yeah. That's how bad Mineta is with perving. And he says, oh, okay. We can move him down to general studies. Izuku says, okay, good. Move up Tetsu. And Nezu says, oh, okay. Deku says, okay, I'll proceed to look after 1A and 1B now. Oh yeah, we forgot to talk about payments. And Nezu says, oh, I would like to talk about that in person. And Izuku says, oh, of course. Okay, now let's talk about Deku's suit. Okay, you see, the all white, everything that Deku wears is bulletproof. Like, it's so bulletproof that nothing can go through it. A knife, a gun, anti-tank rifle can't go through it. Only thing that has a chance of going through it is a nuke. Why? Because Deku is broken. And Deku, whenever he's aiming at something, time slows down. Like, it isn't a power or anything, but time just slows down. If y'all know, if y'all have seen those anime characters, whenever they do breathing, whenever they're doing something, and they're about to get jumped, and time just slows down for no apparent reason. Yeah, that's basically what happens with Deku. Okay, now Deku's guns. 55 caliber revolver, extended barrel. Let me see what I can find. Okay, before you say anything, YouTube, none of these belong to me. I do not condone gun violence. I do not condone anything. But Deku has 2 of those, okay? Deku has 2 of those and 2 Desert Eagles. Both with extended clips. With revolvers, I don't know how it's extended, but it's extended. So yeah, none of these pictures belong to me, YouTube. I don't care. None of them belong to me. Deku has 2 Desert Eagles, and there's 2 revolvers. The Desert Eagles both have extended clips. I'll say Deku has the silence. Okay, Deku's jacket, it holds the. Okay. How do I say it? Deku's jacket holds the 2 revolvers. Basically, Deku has secret pockets inside of his jacket. It's where it makes it look like there's nothing in there, but there's actually something in there. If you pat Deku down, you won't even feel the revolvers or anything. It just doesn't even matter. So yeah. So Izuku would have all those on him. The revolvers will hold 12 bullets in each. Why? Because I say so. Deku will also have okay, in GTA 5, that one with the extended clip holds 36 bullets. So the 2 Desert Eagles with the extendies, it holds 36 bullets in each. Why? Because I say so. So yeah, Deku would have those. So the next day, Izuku would just be walking. Izuku would have a top hat covering his eyes, and Deku would just walk in. No, Deku would just be walking. Security would be like, "Halt! Stop! Who are you?" Deku would say, "I'm new security," and they would say, "What? I thought we were security." Deku says, "You are, but you are not as good as me." And Deku openly tells people he's the Baba Yaga because he knows if somebody does try, Izuku can just automatically kill them. So yeah, Deku would say, "I'm the number 1 Baba Yaga," and I'm gonna say all of security at basically any person that does security for high-ranking officials and stuff like that, and UA knows about the Baba Yagas. They don't know what they're all about, but they know somebody says they're a Baba Yaga, and I'm gonna say they have a little coin to show them that they are Baba Yaga, Izuku will go into his pocket and grab a coin. He would say, Baba Yaga. And they would say, oh, come in. Sorry for being so rude. They could say, it's no problem. And Deku would just walk in. All of the students would be looking at him like, who is he? Ida would come up to him and be like, you were supposed to be wearing the UA uniform. Izuku says, I'm allowed to kill anyone I want in this school, so I suggest you shut up. And Ida says, are you a villain? Izuku says, no. And Izuku would just walk off. Ida would be like, that's a villain. He would want Aizawa. And Aizawa about, what? There's a villain in the school. Aizawa would take me to him. Ida and Aizawa would go to Izuku's location. Izuku is still walking down the hall. And, I'ma say Izuku and Aizawa have thrown hands, along with a whole bunch of other pro heroes have thrown hands with Deku and lost. Deku would look behind him and he would say, oh, Aizawa, how was that hand? And Aizawa would be like, he would try to attack Deku, and he said, I'm gonna get you back for that. And Ida's like, get him back for what? And then he remembers whenever Eraserhead showed up with a bullet hole through his hand. And he's like, oh, I think he means that. And Izuku just run. He's run into Nezu's office. He makes it in Nezu's office. He says, hey, Nezu, help. If you don't help me, I'm gonna have to put a person down. It's gonna be messy, but I'll put him down. And Eraserhead comes through the door. He says, I will put you in jail for shooting a bullet hole through my hand. Izuku says, well, you were drinking. So he says, that was my break. And Izuku and Eraserhead are kind of like friends. At the same time, they're kind of not, because work requires them not to be friends and stuff like that. But yeah. Nezu says, Eraser, please stop. We wouldn't have to clean up. We wouldn't have to clean up a body if our new hire does have to put you down. And Eraser says, new hire. And Izuku says, ding, ding, ding. I am the security guard for 1A and 1B. Oh yeah, Aizawa, you have to put Bakugo on 1B. And Eraser's like, why? Well, you see, Izuku would take off his jacket and his shirt, and he'd say, what does these look like? Eraser would look at them, he would be like, that's Bakugo's explosion quirk. Izuku said, bingo. And I'm gonna say Izuku didn't have a little sister. Izuku would be like, yeah. So, he was like, how do you have those? Izuku said, well, I'm not much older than any of your students, you know. If I legally felt like it a couple years ago, I could have came to this school. I could have, but I didn't. And yeah, Izuku says, yeah. So you have to put him in 1B. 2 1B students are moving up to take Monetta's spot as well as Bakugo's. And what's her name? Kendo and Tetsu both walk into the office. They're like, hey Nezu, what's... And then they see Eraser, Deku, and Nezu talking. Is it a bad time? Izuku says, "Oh no, y'all two are being moved up to 1A. Tetsu, you are replacing Mineta's spot, and Kendo, you are going to be replacing one Bakugo Katsuki." And they're like, "Huh? Why them? And why us?" Deku said, "Well, you see, I'm not required to tell you those details, but just because I feel like it, and nobody here can kill me." And they're like, "What do you mean?" Deku says, "Well, you see, I am what you would call how do I put this? Nezu says, he's a Baba Yaga, or a hitman, an assassin." Izuku says, "I am a mercenary, how dare you?" And they're like, "A villain?" Izuku says, "No, not a villain. At least not today. But they're like, the whites?" And Izuku says, "Well, I'm a bodyguard for 1A and 1B. So I told Nezu to give me the files for both y'all's classes, quirks, give me everything about y'all except for y'all's personal life." And Nezu did as such, respectfully. And I found y'all two interesting, so I told Nezu to drop Bakugo because of his attitude and the fact that he's bullied others in the past and drove one to suicide. And Nezu looked at it, and he did see somebody did commit suicide that year, and it was reportedly blamed for bullying. He looked at Bakugo's record. He looked at how much he got suspended and stuff like that. Because Bakugo did get suspended. He only got suspended for like 2 days, but he did get suspended. So yeah. And Nezu put him in 1B, and he's putting Mineta in 1C. Well, not 1C, general studies. So yeah. So Izuku would say, well, formalities, my name is Izuku Midoriya. Y'all can just call me John. And as he says, "Do you have to go by your code name? Do you know if the villains here, they call you, kids calling you that, you know what might happen?" And Deku says, "What? That they're gonna have a bigger paycheck than you?" And as he says, And he's like, maybe. Izuku says, "Don't you have somebody here with a creation card that can just create dollar bills?" And they're like, "Oh, we do got that." And Izuku says, "Oh, by the way, I'm gonna train the invisible person." They're like, "Why that? Why that person?" And Deku says, "Well, because that person's invisible, and whenever I get too old to do this job business, since she won't make a really good hero, I'm gonna make her a really good Baba Yaga." And if you're planning on making one of our students an assassin, she says, "Not an assassin, a hitman. There's a difference." Hey, hold up. I'm gonna see if my little sister is awake to see if she wants to help me film this video. Deku would be wearing this and stuff. So yeah, Deku would have said that. And they're like, Izuku would say, "I'm just kidding. I ain't turning anybody into a better Baba Yaga than me." So yeah, as you would say, okay, you would look over at Kendo and Tetsu would be like, if y'all can y'all show Mr. Wick to 1A? And they're like, "Mr. Wick." Suki says, "Yes, that is I changed my legally name. Well, I changed my name to Izuku Wick instead of Izuku Midoriya. It's Izuku Wick. But y'all can just call me Izuku. And they say, okay. And, Izuku would be walking with them, looking like this. And one person with, white hair would see this person. And oh yeah, I forgot. Well, my little sister didn't say what color hair she had to have. She gave me a ship for a what if. I forgot what the what if was going to be. So yeah. This person would also be in 1A. And they're friends with Kendo. So yeah, this person named Nora would run up to Kendo, and Nora was like, Kendo, and Kendo was like, oh hey Nora, and Nora was like, oh that's that person. Cool. And Deku would say, and Nora was like, who's that? Well, kind of being shy. And Deku would say, oh, hello. My name is Izuku Midoriya. Or you can just call me John. So, John, that's nowhere close to your real name. Izuku says, I'll explain it in class. So go. I don't know where 1A is, so, yeah. By the way, your friend here, Kendo, and, Tetsu, are being moved up from 1B to 1A. And also to, Bakugo Katsuki is being moved down to 1B. Netta is being moved down to General Studies. And she would say, oh, thank you. She would wait, why? How do you know that? Zuko says, well, I was just say I kind of hadn't as you do that. I'm not gonna tell y'all, well, I'm gonna tell y'all why in class, but still, I'm gonna have Bakugo Katsuki still be there and stuff. So yeah, and they say, okay. And Nora takes Deku and takes Nora and Kendo and Tetsu take Deku to 1A. Deku, he's in one. He's standing at the door, and Eraser isn't there yet. And Ida sees Deku. He says, "Yo, you villain." Izuku says, "Not a villain. I'm something else, but I'm not a villain." They're like, "What are you?" Izuku says, "I'll explain here in a minute." And Deku, he goes into the room and he sits in Aizawa's favorite chair. Why? Because Izuku's that petty. Well, not that petty, just that annoying. And they're like, that's Aizawa's chair. Izuku says, I know. That's why I'm sitting in it. Me and him kind of have we're kind of like frenemies. And they're like, oh. So basically you make a man on purpose just to see what he will do. And Izuku says, exactly. And Aizawa will come and he says, you, how dare you sit in my favorite chair? Izuku says, is that any way to treat your new bodyguard, Eraser? Eraser says, how dare you sit in my favorite chair? Izuku says, what you gonna do about it? And Izuku pulls out a revolver and they're like, you have a gun? Izuku says, I have fur guns on me. And Izuku says, what you gonna do? Erase the bullets? And Eraser says, you know I really hate whenever you act like this. Izuku says, now. And Izuku would say, Izuku would put up his gun and say, "Now, everyone, my name is Izuku Madara. Bakugo, you're not supposed to be in this class, you're supposed to be in 1B. Bakugo says, what? What do you mean? Izuku says, go to 1B. Bakugo says, what do you mean? Izuku says, oh, yeah, forgot about that. He says, well, you see, because, oh yeah, I should probably tell. I am what you would call not a hitman, a mercenary. I'm usually a merc with a mouth, but, Izuku would say, but yeah, I'm what you call a mercenary. And, Bakugo would say, you're a villain. Izuku says, no. At least not today, but still, no. Izuku would say, I'm a paid gun. You pay me, depending on who it is, I kill. I'm what you would call a Baba Yaga. And they're like, you're a Baba Yaga? Izuku says, yes, the best at it too. And do you know of the Golden Hotel? They're like, yes. Do you all know the myth that's going around? They're like, what myth? And Izuku basically explains the organization that he works for. And yeah, Deku says that, and Deku also says, and before y'all even say anything, Nezu's giving me something, and they're like, what's he giving you? Izuku would say 20,000, and they're like, what? And Eraser says, there goes our budget for the year. And Izuku says, what? I need to eat. And Eraser says, you don't need that much money. You're already a billionaire. How much money do you need? Izuku says, I need enough. And Izuku says, I can't let people find out that I'm offering my services without payment. If y'all get the reference that I made, but turned it into something else. If y'all get the reference, I'll get it. So yeah. I'm tired. I'm super tired. But yeah. Deku, he would be chilling. Eraser would go over to Deku and would say, look, we're just hiring you to chaperone 1A and 1B. Izuku says, okay, and what do you want, Eraser? Eraser would say, I would want some sleep. Izuku says, go take a nap. I'll teach for today. Eraser says, what? Izuku says, yo, just doing a crook apprehension. And Eraser would say, yeah. Izuku would say, okay, how about you tell them what to do? And, yeah. Eraser would say, bet, dude. I get some sleep. Eraser would say, okay, you idiots. First thing first. Like last year, y'all gonna be doing a crook apprehension test to see where you're at. Second of all, after that, you go home for the day. Actually, you go eat lunch, then you go to any of your other classes. So yeah. Deck and Eraser would say, and y'all listen to Izuku, and he's also allowed to put a bullet through any of y'all's heads. And I doubt, and he would say it. Kaminari would say, I doubt that any of those guns are loaded. Izuku would say, oh, and Izuku would look around Aizawa, he would say, how thick are those walls? And Aizawa would say, they're 3 inches thick. Izuku would say, would they hold up to a 35 caliber revolver? Or 55, man, I don't know, I'm not a gun expert. He'd say, would they hold up for this revolver? And Aizawa would say, yeah, I don't know. Shoot that way though. Shoot towards the window. Izuku would say, okay. Izuku would shoot, and the bullet would go straight through the wall, like it would go through the wall like a worm, like a knife through worm tofu. And Izuku would say, that could be your head. You see, how I operate is I don't care who you are. I don't care who your family is. I will kill you depending on how high the payment is. Mineta, I've had a lot of offers from several people in this classroom. I'm not gonna say who, but they have tried to hire me to off you. I just said no because I didn't feel like you weren't worth the cleanup. I could have done it. And Momo, she's looking. She looks down at her notebook like she's pretending to read it, and so does several other people in the classroom. They're doing their own thing. They're acting like they're doing stuff. And Eraser notices this. He says, "Wow, I see y'all pretending to act like y'all doing something." And Momo and 2 others, they're like, "Oh no." And Izuku says, "I won't tell y'all who tried to hire me, but there's no Mineta. I can't kill you. I can't take up the offer. You're basically like an errand that I would run, not worth anything. If anything, I'll lose money from you, from taking you out." And they're like, "How do you lose money?" Izuku says, "Well, you see, there's this magical thing called metaphorically speaking." And Izuku was like, "But yeah, all you lowlifes, Bakugo, you get out this class now. Now you go to general studies." And Bakugo said, "You don't tell me what to do." Izuku would go over to Bakugo and punch him in his face. Why? Because Izuku can't do it. And Izuku says, "I told you to go to 1B now." And Bakugo, Ida, yes, Ida, that's extremely disrespectful. You shouldn't punch us. Izuku says, "I'm allowed to do whatever I want. The only thing I'm not allowed to do is kill students. Is he dead?" And they're like, "No." Izuku says, "There." And Izuku says, "And if you have a problem, take it up with Nezu. I told Nezu what he's getting himself into is stupid. So did Aizawa. So did All Might. But no, Nezu doesn't listen. And it's a pretty good thing. Even though I'm a billionaire, I still need the money." They're like, "How much money do you need?" Izuku says, "Enough." And Izuku says, "All y'all go to the locker rooms, Mineta. You go to general studies, like I said, or your face is going to be implanted in that wall." Mineta gets out of that classroom so fast. Actually, no, Mineta would say, "Or what you gonna do?" After seeing Bakugo get hit in the face, Izuku would pull out his gun. He would take one bullet out, and he would put a rubber bullet in, and he would shoot Mineta in between the eyes. And Izuku would say, "That was a rubber bullet. Next one will be real. So get out." everybody would be freaking out because Deku's rubber bullets, they have like a blood splatter. There's like a blood packet inside the bullet to where when it makes contact with something, like it's a impact grenade kind of, but this one's an impact bullet. The bullet, as soon as the bullet hits something, it splatters, and they're all freaking out. They're like, "Call me, girl," and Izuku says, "No need." Izuku says, "Mineta, pick up that paper towel and wipe the blood off your face." Mineta says, "Okay." And Mineta wipes the blood off his face. He says, "There's no bullet hole." Izuku says, "Exactly. The bullet was rubber. I just shot you with it because you weren't listening." Now, the next one, Izuku puts back in a real bullet. He says, "The next one will be real." And he aims it at Mineta. He says, "Better run, little piggy." Mineta picks up all of his stuff and dips. Izuku says, "Good." I'm tired. Yeah. Deku would have told Bakugo again. He let Bakugo leave. Bakugo would leave. Not happy. Bakugo would be very mad that this crocodile loser is better than him. And yeah. Bakugo leaves, he goes to 1B. Izuku goes to 1B and he explains to them what he is and all that. And yeah. And Deku would say, Monomo like, yeah. Don't care, you're trash. Need to fix that attitude. First of all. Maybe when you fix that attitude, I'll send somebody else down. I'll send another person down to 1B to come replace you. I sent Bakugo down here to replace Tetsu and Kendo. You see? And Black King was like, "What?" Izuku said, "Yes. Bakugo and Monoma need to fix their attitudes before they go back to 1A. If they don't, then we all hold them back." And they're like, "What?" Izuku says, "Yup. I already told Principal Nezu to do that, so yeah." Deku goes back to 1A, says everybody head down to the locker rooms and all that. Everybody gets their exact same scores as in canon. So yeah. Now we skip to lunchtime. Izuku, he goes, he gets what's he gonna eat for lunch? Izuku made meatloaf, mashed potatoes, and what else? And some french fries. And yeah. And Deku was sitting by himself and all that. And Nara, she goes over to Deku's too. She goes, "Hey, do you mind if I eat with you?" Izuku says, "Yeah, I don't care." And yeah. And she says, "Aren't you supposed to be a security guard?" Izuku says, "I am. I'm doing my job right now." And she says, "What's that?" Izuku says, "You see 1A and 1B." And she says, "Yeah. I'm supposed to be like chaperoning them, if you know what that means." And she says, "Oh yeah." Izuku says, "So basically I'm chaperoning. As much as I hate it, but yeah." Deku, he finishes eating, and he says, "Well, I'm gonna go to the roof." Deku, he's walking out the cafeteria, and several people are like, "Who's that?" And Deku, he continues to walk up to the roof. And look the way Deku is dressed. They think that he might be a villain, but they don't know because he hasn't been arrested yet or something like that. So Izuku, he heads to the roof. He's laying there's like a spot next to the roof, like next to the edge of the roof that you can lay down, or that you can stand on or something like that, or lay down at. Basically, Izuku's just laying. Izuku's just has his arms crossed behind his head, and he's laying down at the edge of the roof. Nara, Nara, a pro hero goes up to the roof because they usually eat their lunch on the roof, and they see Deku. They're like, "Who are you?" Deku says, new security over at you anyway. Like, I haven't seen it. Izuku says, new hire Baba Yaga, John Wick, whatever you want to call me. And that person says, cool. Like, says, you're not gonna criticize me or anything like that. And she says, no. Don't you feel like it? Because not okay. Oh, Izuku is not. She says, not worth framing anybody. They says, cool. And that pretty hero would be like, so what you doing on the roof? Izuku would sit up and like, got tired of chaperoning 1A and 1B. So came up here. And yeah. She was like, oh, you're chaperoning. Deku would be like, is what the job feels like. Usually I would be killing people right now, but you're like killing people. Yup. I'm a mercenary. They hired me. How much? 20 bill or 20 mil, whatever you want to call it. And the pro hero says, cool. So I got paid that much. So you would say, you can have my paycheck. I'm already a millionaire. He says, what? He says, yup. No fun whenever you're already a millionaire. And basically that's what Deku's wearing right now. So yeah. So Deku. So the pro heroes. Who's it gonna be? I'm gonna say it's Naruto. So the ship for this is Mirko, and who's it? Who else? Who else is it gonna be? Who else? It's gonna be Mirko, Nara, and Mirko, Nara, and yeah, that's basically who. That's basically who it's gonna be and all that. Deku, he doesn't wanna. He's trying to stay single. He doesn't want to have relationships because if he does, that will make him weak and stuff like that. That will give people a target to go after if people wanted to kill him or hurt him. So yeah. Deku, he's like, cool. Jericho's like, Jericho's like, wait, yeah. Deku's like, how much you getting paid? And she says, oh, not that much. Deku says, you know that new place that opened up? And she would say, oh, that new place. Deku's like, cool, like hangout spot type deal. And she would say, yeah. Deku would say, I own that place. And she was like, what, you own that place? And Deku would say, yup. You. And yeah. Here, Deku would say, if you ever need, like, some extra money, just go there. And get a job application. They get paid like I pay them 100 and I pay them like $100 each Friday. And she says, "You're that bloody rich?" And Izuku would say, "Yeah, that's what people usually say whenever they find out." And she's like, "Yeah, that's a lot of money to be given." And Deku, he goes back down and he says, "Well, gotta go chaperone some kids." And Deku, he goes back down chaperoning some kids. We time skip to the next day. Heroes versus villains. Deku would say, "Okay, everyone." Well, not Deku. Eraser. He would say the same thing as in canon. Before All Might came in, and they would hear loud stomping from down the hallway. Deku, he would grab out both pistols. He'd grab out his 2 revolvers. And Deku, he would grab his 2 revolvers. And, he would be ready to shoot. And All Might, he would come in and he would say, "I am here." And Deku would say, "It's just you. Haven't you learned?" And All Might would go, "Oh, young Wick." And Izuku says, "It's Izuku Midoriya. But if you're gonna call me Wick, at least call me John." And All Might says, "You know why we can't call you John?" And everybody's like, "Why can't y'all call him John?" And Izuku says, "Well, because if there's villains here, then y'all put together my code names, John Wick, then y'all might be trying to hire." And they're all like, "Oh." And he says, "So yeah, I can't call him John Wick." Man, how does he keep dodging? So yeah, Deku, and All Might, he says, "Yeah, cool." And Heroes versus villains even goes by kind of like canon and stuff like that. Not gonna actually, All Might would say, "Well, how about this? Instead of the training I was gonna have y'all do today, how about all of y'all versus Izuku Midoriya?" Izuku says, "Oh, live recognition or rubber?" All Might says, "What do you think? Live?" And All Might would say, "Okay, use live." And everybody would be like, "What? I thought," Izuku says, "I thought wrong." And yeah, kinda did think wrong. Because Izuku doesn't care. Izuku says, I'm allowed to kill anybody in this classroom. Y'all, I haven't been told not to kill anyone. I've just been told not to kill any students. That doesn't apply whenever you're outside of school." And All Might says, "Izuku is," and he says, "What? What are you gonna do? Stop me? You don't have any evidence. You won't have any evidence. I mean, you both know that my background history is so clean that you won't even find anything. The only thing you would see is my name and date of birth." All Might's like, "I hate it whenever you're right." Because, yeah, this has been going on for like a couple weeks now. And Izuku's been correcting All Might and stuff like that. So yeah. people are like, "Ooh, can we be a mercenary instead of being a hero?" And Izuku smirks. He says, "Yeah," and everybody, and the hero say no. And Izuku says, "What? I fully support them." And they're like, "Just because you support them doesn't mean we do." And Deku says, "I don't see the problem here. And that's more of a you problem, not a me problem." And they're like, Izuku says, "What? What you gonna do? You gonna fight? I mean, you all know I would win." And they were like, So yeah, All Might would say All of y'all versus John Wick. And Izuku says, "What am I doing?" And what? If y'all saw what just happened, y'all know that was rigged. So yeah, Deku, he goes, he empties out each clip, and he puts rubber bullets in. Izuku says, "Okay, now, if y'all get shot in the head with a rubber bullet, and there's blood splat on your head, then y'all lost." And they're like, "What?" Izuku says, "Yeah." And Izuku waits outside, and All Might says, "Go." And Izuku, he's on another roof, and he says, "Okay." He's aiming at the top of the building, and he sees where the bomb is. He says, "Bullseye." And Izuku, he shoots. He hits Ida. He hits Uraraka. He hits Momo. He hits he hits a lot of people in the head. He got those headshots. He got so many headshots that it's not even funny. So yeah. And I'm like, this is the person I've hired. And All Might's like, dang, he's good. Basically, yeah. Izuku goes in to the building after taking out the top floor. And he he pulls out his pistols. Oh, he pulls out his desert eagles. And he hits a lot of people in the head. They basically all of Class 1A versus Deku loses. The only person he took it easy on was Kendo and Nara. Actually, I'm not gonna make Kendo. Not Kendo. I'm actually gonna change the ship unless my little sister says otherwise. So yeah. But I'm gonna give you all the intro now, since it's been like 1 hour. So that intro is gonna be coming soon. Hold up, I meant outro. I'm not there yet, but I meant outro.